somehow the world can change me and be so wonderful. I don't think anyone actually's ever understood that. I don't even know why. Before I click the podcast, hello, friends, and Ryan. Hello, Ryan. We're all over the place. Okay. This is episode 259. Oh, I do 5, 4, 3, 2, just like they do in iCarly. And then I sing the iCarly theme song at the first 5 seconds of the podcast. And
I recognized it, but I did not put that with iCarly.
iCarly.
I don't know why I recognized it. I'm probably too
Okay. All right, folks. We're going to talk some golf. We're going to make this quick because Ryan's a social animal. We also were in Fort Myers last weekend and saw Ryan and played golf. So we have to talk about that. But real quick, I was watching the 2006 World Series Championship of Poker by Jamie Gold. Have you seen that?
Oh, it's an incredible.
Dude, hold on. My God.
Is that 2007?
I think it was 6.
6? Okay.
Yeah.
No, that
12 million.
Poker became poker.
Dude.
So if you like Jamie Gold, go watch Chris Moneymaker.
Okay, that's what the comments were. I'm going to Google this for later. Chris Moneymaker. I'll have that ready because people were saying that.
Electric.
Dude,
Jamie Gold's kind of a dick.
He was a huge dick.
Huge dick. But Chris Moneymaker, the best thing about it is he's like this drunk country guy who just stumbled his way into getting into the tournament.
He looks cool.
Isn't that good at poker and ends up winning the main event.
Oh, man. So I'm watching.
Yeah, look at this guy.
I watched the final table.
This is the Boo Weekly of poker. If that puts it into perspective, Chris Moneymaker is the Boo Weekly of poker.
I love that. Oh, dude, I'm like, it's like 11 p.m. and I'm giggling like a schoolboy, like 2 minutes in to a Jamie Gold 06 poker highlight video. I mean, that guy is so. Anyways, what I was getting at is, because I had a little bit of free time and I wanted to play some poker online, but I didn't. And so from like 11 to probably 3:30 in the morning, I played poker online. So
I had friends, because you're too young to get it. But back when online poker was a thing, it wasn't like you went to a gambling site to play poker. There were multiple conglomerates that were competing to be the best poker site. It was Full Tilt Poker. It was Poker Stars. It was
like online.
Oh my gosh, yes. It was so illegal, offshore betting.
Oh, cool.
Like, I had a friend in high school. He was a few years older than me. I don't know the exact number. It was above 20 grand. It was like 25, 35 grand, somewhere in that range that he had accumulated over the years, and they shut down the site. He lost it all.
Dude, oh my God. That's lawsuit. That's insane.
It's illegal. You weren't.
Yeah, that's insane. Oh, yeah.
We weren't supposed to be betting in 2009. I mean, we were in college.
Yeah. Whatever app I downloaded is absolutely horrible. It's like WWE. And then once you get into a game, it's fine. But they also tell you at the bottom right, like how good your hand is. And I didn't know that until like 2 hours in. So I miss poker a lot. I just don't have the friends down here for it. But speaking of friends, let's talk about Rory's Masters win. I was kidding. Drove down to Fort Myers last weekend. Ryan and I teed it up. Babcock.
We got hosed, dude. We gave up way too many strokes. We played fantastic, or I played fantastic. You played great on the front side. I didn't really keep it on the back, but I mean, we played well enough to where we shouldn't have lost with 4 holes.
Yeah. So throwing some context here, Ryan and I are on a team, and we're given 4 each, so 8 a 9. Yeah, 8 a 9 to 2 good golfers.
They weren't like Kenny is probably a 10, 12 handicap who claimed 15.
Yeah, Kenny probably beat me. I shot 38 on the front, and Kenny probably beat me.
He was claiming he shot way low. I didn't really keep his score. I was more worried about the team game, but I shot like 77, 78, and we lost by 1 million.
Well, you held it down as long as you could. It's tough. I don't feel like a stress on an important putt.
Never.
Like, I don't feel that. So basically, I shot 38 on the front, and we were up by 2 or 1 or whatever because of the strokes. And if you ever played Babcock down in Fort Myers, it's a really not easy golf course. And that was my first 18 of the year, which is so embarrassing. It's May 1st. And
Well,
I bogeyed 7 of the 9 holes on the back 9. So what are you really? I mean, you have to shoot 38.
the craziest part is we're playing a 15 and a 20, and they had 4 birdies on the front side. We somehow still were up 1 going into 10.
Birdies were falling.
Had some eagle putts, hit some good shots, made a couple putts.
So there's like this, I don't know, people, because I don't know what it's like up north anymore. It's probably so different. Like down here, you have a bunch of courses that are making, you can explain this better, but like you have these communities with a golf course, and so they leave it open to the public until they reach how many members they need or houses once it's built and all that kind of stuff. But it's always so interesting, like the super small things to running a golf course. So I get it, Babcock, this course in Fort Myers, they're building like it from scratch. You remember they used to not even have a bar, and you would have to buy like beers in the pro shop, which is kind of like up north, shitty 9-hole course is what that reminds me of. They never, ever, ever, ever have a cart girl. And we played on Sunday, which seems retarded. And it's just, I don't know. Is that just because they're, so new and like, who cares? We'll deal with all that stuff when we're fully built, or how do you not have a cart girl on a Sunday?
It surprised me because technically, like May 1st is the end of season. All the rates
shit.
drop. So like we were still playing in April.
Yeah,
right?
you're right. Yeah.
So to me, I thought maybe in the summer they cut it off certain days. It wouldn't be Saturday or Sunday in my eyes. I'm not quite sure why that was the case, but it could have just been the, cart was down, whatever else, girl called out.
Yep.
But I mean, dude, if I know it's like taboo, whatever, throw a guy that's cleaning clubs out there to bring me beer. I'd rather pay him than not have a cart at all to bring me alcohol.
On a day like that, when you're out with your 3 buddies and it's Sunday afternoon, and maybe it was like a big deal, you could play golf with your buddies any weekend. I drove down a little bit. I love driving, not the point. But anyways, I'm just saying, like on a day like that, and there's no cart girl, and you send a cart boy or a
whoever.
You send the washing of the clubs. What am I used to work this job for like 3 years, the fucking cart guy, but it sounds different than a cart girl. Anyways, I would tip that guy like $20 cash on top of the screwing over anyways. So it's just crazy because you play like a country club and it's like, oh my God, this is sick. This is the coolest thing ever. And then so many courses don't get the super small stuff right. It just blows me away. But I'm not even talking about Babcock necessarily. I'm just saying in general, but they've never been good at that. And you also have to pay only cash on carts, and sometimes you just have to go with the times. But
my favorite, if we can backtrack, my favorite was the fact that our starter told us to go get beer. There was no cart girl. Yeah. And then the foursome on the putting green that was waiting to tee off behind us was just chirping hard.
Dude, that was insane. When was our tee time? 104?
Yeah.
So we pull up, we're putting, talking to the starter. It's probably like 12:57, 12:56. And the guy, we're saying, he calls in, there's no cart girl. You guys should go get your stuff right now. And like, it's almost immediately when the 2 other guys, Kenny and them, left, that some random fucking person in the group behind, and this guy's like probably 20 feet away from us, just talking in a little above average voice, he makes a comment. I was I was shocked how well you held that. You had to go in your own little fucking tree corner there for a second while he was, because that was like a stressful 4 minutes after that chirp. And these guys are taking their fucking time. Eric's eating a hot dog. Like,
I had to bite my tongue so hard. I mean, I very visibly and directed at them said, guys, I can promise you we are not going to be the reason you play slow today.
Yeah.
And then I proceeded to take pictures of the group in front of us for like 6
7
straight
holes,
holes,
yeah.
just in case they said something. I stopped. No.
Yeah. Dude, did you see there was something like last week, maybe it was when you were gone, of a huge fight, like 8 golfers in a fight, and some Asian
No.
dude got rocked or something. I don't understand how anal people are about pace of play when golfing. I totally understand when it's ridiculous, but usually when you talk to somebody who's playing at a ridiculous speed, you say, "Hey man, let's just play through." You won't even notice. Like if they're stupid, they know they're stupid usually.
Yes, and the only warranted reason to fight on a golf course would be if someone hit into you multiple times and one of those times included you actually getting hit.
Yeah.
Like if I kept
Blatant.
seeing somebody hit up into us, and then all of a sudden I take one in the back of the leg, like on the fly, we're probably gonna have issues. But like slow play, like guys, just be adults and figure it the fuck out.
Dude, it's a weekend on a golf course.
Dude, yeah. But no,
What
I'm
do you
just telling you,
think
if someone
is
starts
gonna
hitting into me,
happen?
like we're gonna have
No,
fun.
yeah, I know. I'm just saying,
going
like
to
with
have
pace,
fun.
if I'm hitting into somebody on 7 straight holes on a freaking Sunday afternoon, it's like
Game on.
it's like, dude, it's Sunday afternoon. Like, do you think
I thought Kenny hit into that group. I was like, that is the most massive drive I've ever seen in my life. Alcohol might have been involved, but we were about 75 yards past his ball.
thought this guy in our group hit up like 400-yard
It was
drive
probably
on
like 340. And I'm just like, how far do you hit it, Kenny? First time we play with him, I'm just like, that's a long way. Ended up being not his ball. So
Yeah.
that's good.
One last comment on golfing, and I've been harping on this because I don't play golf much consistently anymore, so this is a huge issue. But I was just texting my buddy who's getting back into golf. I was like, the drive for dough, drive for show, putt for dough. Dude, if you can't hit a drive in the fairway, you will not want to golf ever. And I understand like it's annoying to 3-putt and wedges are super hard and a lot of it is just feel and you'll get a feel for it the more you golf. But I have fully adapted that if you just get into golf or if you're not bad at golf or if you're not good at golf, sorry, I think you should hit bombs on the range. Because if you're in trees all day, like I was in the back 9 or anytime I've played golf in the last 6 months, I mean, it sucks.
And speaking of putting, I have to throw out a question to the listeners here. I need an honest opinion because this happened twice this weekend. Once with Eric and Kenny, and once with the group I was playing with on Saturday. The exact same scenario, the exact same reaction. And I am just confident that I am not in the wrong here. But scenario is we're playing a 2-man best ball. The playing partner that is putting for bogey and out of the hole is 3 or 4 feet closer, and his playing partner just behind him is putting for birdie, and they try to allow the person putting for bogey to go first to give them a line. In both scenarios, I said, those are good, pick them up. You're not getting a line off this. To me, that's gamesmanship because if they were behind them, that's one thing. I would still probably tell them it's good. But to use your playing partner's line when they're out of the hole, I'm sorry. Like in my game, that's good. Pick it up. You're not getting a free line. I don't know if that's a dick move, but Eric, love you if you're listening. He was not happy about it. And the guy I was playing with on Saturday, same thing, was not happy about it.
Yeah, so just to reword it, if I had, because this happened on 2 to us. You hit a ball onto the green. I hit it into the rough. I hit a chip. Oh, but I was still putting for.
You were still putting for
No,
par.
but he chipped. So we're on the second hole, and this guy Kenny, super cool guy, hits it to like what 2 inches.
Yeah.
Like he had a gimme birdie.
Yeah.
So I tried to chip in for birdie. I missed, obviously, but I was in front of your ball. So I said, get a look on this.
Yeah,
hit my
we
putt.
snuck it in. If they would have called it, they would have.
Oh, so you're saying,
dude,
I'm just savvy.
You snuck that in because it was my turn to hit. I was furthest away, and you were in front of me. You just walked up and kind of gave me a little read. I almost made that putt, if you remember. Left like a foot short in the heart.
Yeah.
But that's the whole thing. I know that in the game, they should have said, Jackson, pick that up. You're for par. You're good. That way, my
Ooh,
birdie putt
okay.
didn't get a line.
So I see what you're saying. You're saying if one of those two, if Eric or Kenny had said, "Hey, no," and I would have smirked probably and been like, "All right."
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. So if they make a comment about it, I like it.
Well, it's just like, I wouldn't want you to get a free line if your putt didn't matter. Now, if you're both putting for birdie, it's like, yeah, try to give me a line here, but you're both putting for birdie.
Yeah, okay.
If one person's already in for birdie and your partner's putting for par in front of you or behind you, pick it up. That shit's good.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. If you can make this par putt, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But the main point is, I don't think you should get a free look at it if I'm noticing. Granted, my putt on 2 was from 40 feet.
Yeah, he was not anywhere.
His was like a 12-footer and a 15-footer. I'm like, absolutely not.
Yeah, I think that's just like, I think if you were playing with like Nick and Matt, or like, just for the listeners, Nick and Sean, I think it would be different. I just don't think like somebody who's not golfing. You think so? I don't think Eric gets that.
No. I'm saying.
Oh, yeah. That's what I mean. Is they're just the other guys haven't been playing, their whole lives, and just kind of like one of those golf things.
Yeah, like
unspoken.
I think Eric was more upset that he didn't get to putt because he was trying to keep his score. But in reality, if we just talked out the situation, I would have said to him, "Hey, man, you can wait and putt, but like, your putt's good. You can't putt first."
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
You don't have to absolutely pick it up.
Yeah.
But
quick question from Golfballing Instagram, or actually from Mike Antonelli. You have $1 million, or you have to play against Prime Tiger Woods for 72 holes. If you beat him on one single hole, you win $100 million. If you don't, you go to jail for a year. And I thought about this because I was like, I could beat Tiger on 72 holes. Like, I'm sure I can birdie one of those holes that he doesn't birdie. And then I thought about it, and it was like, actually, I'd just take my million. But I do think I could win a hole against Prime Tiger Woods over, what would 72 holes be? 4 rounds? Like, I think I could win one hole.
Bro.
Oh my God, dude. If we're playing like, oh God, I didn't even think about that.
The answer is no.
I didn't even think about like, we're playing like a 7,600-yard fucking course. Yes. How about if it was at Fort Myers Country Club?
Absolutely.
Okay, there we go. Because that's how I didn't even factor in. I'm playing like 7,600 yards.
Yeah, wow. But here's the problem. If you put Tiger Woods at Fort Myers Country Club, he's going to shoot 58.
That is true. I think like maybe I can get lucky with a birdie, and then it's like you're saying, like Tiger's also probably birdieing that hole. So I've decided I'll take the $1 million.
If you gave me a tournament layout and you gave me 4 scorecards that Tiger Woods had, and I could look through those and be like, all right, he made some bogeys here. Like, maybe
if he played first, yeah,
correct. If I could look at it, it would be a much easier decision. But if I'm looking at it and the guy's made 2 bogeys for the entire tournament, I'm like, no.
How about you're playing Fort Myers Country Club from the normal, whatever tee you want, and you're playing at the same time? You're literally playing with Tiger Woods in a twosome. But he said he's down to have a good time. So he'll smoke with you. You bring a couple of J's. I say, let's try to maybe do a beer a hole, but I'm actually like spitting it out. I don't, you know what I'm saying? If Tiger's down to get crazy and I can get 8 beers in him in a joint, and I'm, in the pocket.
Yeah, that would be
now we're getting crazy.
Tall task, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I think if you put him out there from the Blues at Fort Myers Country Club, the dude's going low.
Yeah, if you don't, I assume no one has probably played Fort Myers Country Club. Just think of like a nice muni, not a crazy hard one, but yeah, it's a Donald Ross, so it's not an easy muni, but it's still a municipal course. Do you remember? So last week, just so we can get this out of the way, once again, listen to this on YouTube. We're averaging a nice little 15. We have our record 4-2-1.
Oh, I'm definitely losing this one.
I picked Scotty and Shane.
Scotty and Shane?
Or Rory and Shane.
Whoa. Disrespect.
I chose the 2025 Master winner and the other guy from Ireland, who's cool. And they came in 12th. And I believe you picked the Fitzpatricks and
I think I picked two groups that got cut.
Kurt Kitayama's group, who were second in the odds. Yeah, so Fitzpatrick is cut, and Kitayama and Morikawa are cut as well. But the thing is, I don't remember our sleepers. I had Sammy Valimaki's group. I don't know if you remember your sleeper. I don't think it's even really worth it.
Yeah, I don't know who the sleepers were.
So, are you saying to change this to 5 from 4-2-1, 5-2-2 for the Rory win, and then a tie? All right. These I feel like we should just get rid of ties, to be honest.
Fine.
All right. Are you keeping an eye on the Byron Nelson?
Not in the least.
I think I just butchered every bet I took today. Scotty Scheffler is 8 under through 13. He's tied for the lead with Rico Hoey and Cam Champ and Stefan Jaeger and Michael Thornborson behind him. Should we eliminate Scotty Scheffler from this, or we could do a 2-up? Basically, you should go first, and if you pick Scotty Scheffler, then I would like 2 picks.
Yeah, that's what we did for the last one. I mean, okay. I hate to say it, but I got to ride with my boy.
Dude, he's tied for first, and he has 5 holes left.
Who's bunched? It's Thursday. Who's bunched up at the top?
Rico Hoy, Steven Jaeger, Cam Champ, Michael Thornborson, Mackenzie Hughes, and R. Campos. It is a shitter. We've got a shitter in fucking Texas here.
Yeah, I'll give you a 3. This sounds like Scotty Scheffler's going to win by 12.
Oh, fuck, dude. I got to go with Rico Hoy, the guy who's 8 under.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Cameron Champ because I have not seen that name in forever, and there's no shot in hell. And then I'm going to go with Thornborson. I don't even know who that is. So we've got a real motley crew of fucking hopes and prayers. And then for my sleeper, how do we even do sleepers?
I think we just don't this time around.
Okay, because this is a loaded field as far as.
I mean, we could do.
No one shoots over par. I've got Sammy Valimaki again as my sleeper at 5 under. If you want to pick someone around there.
No. If we're gonna do sleepers,
all 3 of my fucking picks are sleepers.
Go to who is the bottom of the leaderboard.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Or closest to the cut line. Like we got to do something like that.
How do you do that? Can you do that?
Let me do this.
Ooh, Jonathan Vegas, 5 under. Oof. Hell yeah.
All right. Oh, it doesn't have a projected cut line yet.
Oh.
Is there even a cut? How about we just say
and it's going to be like 4 under.
Even or worse?
They're going to get cut. The cut last year was like 4 under. That's the only thing.
Are making this cut though?
There's 156. There's actually
there's 60? Top 70.
Yeah, I'd probably go top 50 because even 58th is 200.
The leaderboard has a bunch at -2. Let's just say it has to be -2 or worse, and that's T56.
That's fine. I want people to know that Sammy Valimaki every week is my underdog and sleeper, and
Go put money
he
on the top
is
10.
fucking balling. Top 10. I hate betting top 10 in golf. It's
It
so
was only
random.
a short time ago that I told everyone to just bet Scotty Scheffler until the guy started winning. So here we are.
All right, so we're looking at 2-unders.
2-unders or worse.
Molinari. Oh my god. Can I take Jordan Spieth even though he's on 15 at 1-under?
Yeah.
All right, we'll do that.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. We're looking at a live leaderboard.
All right. Oh, Joel Damon 1-under. This Ben Coles kid, he's 2-under through 11. I think he was solo, or he's 35. I think he's solo second, or he was top 5 last year. That's a good pick too if anyone's betting this weekend. Or even you. It's only on 11.
I want to go Molinari.
Dude, I think you should go Ben Coles, dude. If we had actual money on this, I would like say, like, give me 5 minutes. Ben Coles talk here.
God, Webb Simpson or Francesco Molinari?
What? Why is Webb? I bet on Webb to go over. Why are you even saying his name? What the hell?
I'll take Webb just for sake.
Unbelievable. So I'm gonna lose actual money today on fucking Webb Simpson going 2-under.
He could blow up.
Hey, take a guess on Webb. How old is Webb Simpson? Take a guess. Take a stab at it. Fuck off, dude. He's like 38 or 39. You went really low.
Yeah.
Oh, whoops. This is my Mando.
Tough luck.
Ignore that. All right. I tried to find horoscopes in the paper. I think I threw it out to shave, so I got nothing there. And then quick, because I know you got stuff. There's a new Dave Portnoy, Bob Does Sports, the Internet Invitational.
Yes.
They were calling entries today. Didn't get a call. Wasn't expecting a call. This shit literally pisses me off so fucking much, in a good way.
It's going to be entertaining. You can't deny it.
I can't. Oh, dude, we totally forgot about this. Ryan put me through the worst 40 minutes of my fucking life. I don't even know what we were watching. What were we watching?
Full Send Golf.
Dude.
It was not a great episode. I will give it that. Here's the thing. I think Bob Menery is an absolute train wreck, and I love watching it. And a majority of the time, it is a high-stakes money match. $10,000, and you kind of have to believe these guys because you see them in the casino streaming gambling, and like 10 grand is nothing.
The amount of arguing they were doing.
No. But
it was a lot. It was like in a good way.
That episode was just like for fun, and it was a disaster.
Yeah, but he wanted it. He wanted the game.
Yes, he did.
But just basing it off. First off, if I had never watched YouTube golf and that was my introduction, that's definitely the end of that road. But that is certainly the end of the road still. I don't want to come off salty with my comments saying I hate this so much. I mean it more in like a good hunger way. So.
Yeah, but I mean, can't be mad at it.
No. No, especially not for Bob. I don't really. I like Dave Portnoy. I like Frankie on Foreplay. I don't know what the hell they're doing, but that's just what I mean. Is I kind of want to get back into this here.
They hired that golf professional that shanked 6 tee shots in their last video.
Really?
Oh, that big guy, Beef? It's an embarrassment.
What?
I feel really
like
bad.
The actual golfer Beef?
No, not Andrew. Not Andrew Johnson. They have this guy who's like a professional teaching pro at some country club, and he used to make videos and post them on the internet. And so Barstool just reached out to him and hired him.
Oh, wow.
And so they hired him away from the golf course. The guy was probably making $80,000 a year being a golf professional. And they probably gave him $100,000 a year to come work for Barstool. Or maybe not. Maybe they were like, hey, we'll give you the exact same thing. Come work for us and make videos, travel around, play golf. This guy is terrible. Like,
people love watching bad golf, man.
And I'm not saying that, you have to be a stick to be a teaching professional. But I'm sorry.
I did not put that together. He's
Yeah,
bad at golf.
he's
Oh,
bad.
I did not put that together. He's a teaching
So
professional.
they did a 2v2v2 scramble at Macklemore in North Georgia mountains, and it was Riggs and this guy Beef versus Frankie and Jersey Jerry versus Trent and
What
Francis.
the hell?
It was great. It was entertaining. You should watch it. I know you won't. Dude, whatever. I don't care. Shout out Foreplay. It was fucking entertaining. This guy Beef, I watched him at least 5 times shank cold top or shank a ball with a driver off the tee. Don't get me wrong. Have we all topped the driver every now and then? Absolutely. We are amateurs. This guy's a teaching professional, and I saw 4 balls as a righty go dead left, hoselled off a driver into the woods. I am just baffled of this guy. You should look him up.
I am trying to find him. I'm looking up Beef on the Foreplay Pod. Oh,
yeah, dude, he is a enormous human.
Oh, I'll pull it up on the screen for our valued YouTube listeners.
I feel bad for the guy. He could literally barely walk in one of the series they did.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, I mean, how much is he clocking in? 450
pounds. I'm a big guy. That guy is 2 of me. Easy.
Seems a nice guy though.
That's scary. Like when you look at me and you next to each other, if we took like a full length picture together, you could add both of our body masses and we would be 100 pounds lighter than that guy.
Yeah, that's I wonder how old he is. You want to get on that, dude. You want to get on that. Seems a nice kid though. A kid, he's probably fucking 20 years older than me.
Which one?
Beef.
Oh, Nick is his real name?
No, I'm saying that kid's probably he's probably a nice kid, and it was like he's not probably fucking 48, and I just called him a kid.
He's probably older. I would say he's over 40.
Yeah, I think a lot of these. I mean, how
Riggs is up there. He's probably around 40. I think Frankie's early to mid 30s.
So is my prime yet to come? Because I always think like, if you don't got it, you go up on pod, you don't got it at 25. And it almost feels like most of these people that people listen to are, adults. But when you're a kid, you kind of feel like it's a young man's game. But I don't think that's the case.
It's entertainment now. It's not golf. Like, think about what Bob and Joey Coldcuts do before they had Fat Perez. Fat Perez is a great golfer.
I love Fat Perez.
He's awesome, and he's a great golfer.
Awesome.
But think about what Joey and Bob were doing before he got there. It was 2 guys hacking it up. Joey probably shot like maybe 1 round a year under 80.
Oh my goodness, really?
Huh?
Really?
Yeah, I mean, he's like not terrible, but I would say he's like a 12 to 14 handicap. The guy's not good. He can hit it a long way. He has no short game.
Yeah, I mean, that's good in, a worldview sense.
Not according to Scotty Scheffler, who said his friends that were terrible at a 10 handicap, that shit was
terrible. Really? Oh, damn.
He's in an interview. He's like, yeah, my friends back home that suck at golf, even with them being a 10 handicap, we can still play a game when it's, we're getting strokes, whatever else. And I'm like, oh, 10s are terrible? Fuck me. But, I guess what I'm saying is you don't have to be a Garrett Clark or a Micah Morris or Grant Horvat to be successful in the YouTube space because it's about entertainment.
Yeah.
If you can have something produced that's solid and you're funny, you have commentary, it's not choppy to watch.
Dude, I know. It's just...
You don't have to be good.
I know, but we were good. And Nick, Sean, and I used to say this on this pod before you had like even good now that we were like, I mean, come on, man. We got 2 college golfers here.
Y'all would get
I almost feel like we were too early. I almost feel like I was too early to YouTube golf. I remember like Bubby literally grew up in the town next to me where I was raised. I've had GM Golf, Bob Does Sports, Brilliantly Dumb. I've had Bubby. I've had Grant. I've had all of these dudes. I was posting all of these dudes at 10K. All of them. All of them. Good, not good friends, actually, good friends, but like DMing Bob
Yeah.
would text me. Bob, I don't even count Bob in this because Bob was completely different. He actually had a decent little following. That sounded rude, but like he had a following, and Bob was actually like a person. But it was like fucking Bubby. I remember Bubby before he even went to the hype house in like 2020 and COVID when he had like fucking 2,000 followers. So that's just what I mean, where it's like, I remember right when Golfballing got K'd, I remember wanting to just text Garrett and be like, dude, I'll edit these for free. I will literally move to Texas. I will pay for my own rent. Like I've got my own thing going on. I will literally do anything just to be a part of this because I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing, apparently. But I never did. And I don't think he would even do anything. So that's just what I mean. And like that pisses me off where it's like I've seen literally all of these fucking people blossom from nothing. And it's awesome. And I love it. And I've got my own successes and other enterprises, but I do want to get back to that Golfballing glory.
Yeah.
So figure it out. We'll figure it out.
One video at a time, man.
Yes, sir.
Crisp Modelo?
No, it's a Diet Dr. Pepper. Shout out Nick Bavaro. Hello. All right. I know you're hosting, so we'll get you out of here. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Ryan, for coming in. And yeah, seriously, check this out on YouTube because I'm starting to post some YouTube videos. They've been dicey, but we'll figure it out. So thank you for listening and watching. And thank you, Ryan. I don't think we did an episode last week. I got to figure this out. It was the Zurich. Needed a break.